right, let's get it started. Totally just woke up right now. We're gonna be ready to this one. This is my recommendation. The first one there. You guys already know. Dr. Bob, fire YouTuber. I love his storytelling. Then the way he explains it, which is in the description. Go check him out. I'll be happy to give him one more subscriber. Reacting to Grammie knows SCP-517 explanation. Let's see how it's gonna be. Alright, let's get it started.
Dance failed. The young woman laughs as her date tries to catch his breath. The dancing rhythm game is much harder than he anticipated, and he can't help but also laugh.
I go just fix my mic a little bit.
He takes her hand and the two continue walking through the arcade. It's not crowded at all tonight, and the two have their choice of games as they bounce between the many pinball tables, driving games, and light gun shooters. As they finish up a game of air hockey, her date notices something. It's a door in the back of the arcade that's slightly ajar.
Come on, man.
And a lock that should be keeping it closed hanging open. I wonder what's in there, he asks. Broken games? Maybe ones that let you play without putting in a token? Or keep spitting out tickets even when you lose? Come on. The two slip to
of
the
course.
Door and
don't do that, man.
Doesn't look
That's
like
how people
anyone has
die.
been inside in a while. There's cobwebs and dust everywhere, but her date was right. It really is filled with broken games. He motions for her to follow as he checks out an old pinball machine. He presses the buttons, but it remains dark. He gives it a hard slap and nothing happens.
Alright.
How disappointing. They really are just busted old machines. The two turn to leave. They might get kicked out.
The door's closed.
Finds them messing around.
What was that in the background? Oh, hell no.
They're back at the door when they both stop and look at each other. Did they hear something behind them? The young woman shrieks with fear at the sight of the old woman staring at her. This time, it's her date's turn to laugh at her. It's just an old fortune teller, nothing to be scared of. They must have accidentally turned it on. She didn't notice it before, but the machine which has the words Grandmother Predictions written across the top has come to life, and the inside is now lit up to...
So far, I don't know what it's going to. So obviously, though, this is the SCP. It says like their grandmother, you know, grandma, Grammie's nose. I don't know, but so far... It's going somewhere. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm so entertained. I'm just saying.
Reveal the animatronic head and torso of an old woman. The old woman isn't moving, but her glassy, dead eyes seem like they are staring right at the young woman. The two look at each other, unsure of what to do, when, without warning, the old woman comes to life. With the clicking and whirring of gears, the old woman appears to breathe in deeply, opening and closing her mouth as she leans slightly forward and back inside her glass container. The young woman steps towards the fortune teller.
Yo, you guys not leaving? But I'm like, yo, we should not be back here. Yo, I can't, man. You know what I mean? I can't. And then you see, and then they say like, yo, how people are dying.
As the old woman inside keeps breathing in and out.
I wonder how.
But then suddenly, the old woman stops. There's another loud click as a card appears out of a small slot on the front of the machine.
I will not read that.
She looks down at the card, then looks back up to see that the old woman is staring at her once again, as if the robotic figure can really, truly see her. The young woman slowly reaches towards the card as the old woman's gaze stays locked on her. Her fingers touch the card, and at the exact moment she pulls it free,
it's gonna say something.
The old woman slumps.
It's gonna say how she gonna die. Oh, we got ads. You guys don't know about ads. I don't care what kind of ad it is. If I don't get paid at least a single penny, I'm not gonna show the ad volume. We're gonna skip it. But remember, guys, if you ever get more of my ads, watch the whole thing. Thank you for the support. Alright.
What was that? Her date asks. She didn't even notice that he is standing next to her now. He starts to search around the machine looking for something that may have
unplugged
as the young woman looks down at the card she pulled from the slot. Her face changes as she reads it, as she goes from a little freaked out to completely terrified. Hey, look at this, her date says as she quickly slips the card into her pocket.
Oh, that's... Yo, I'm guessing that has to be like one of her secrets or something.
Her date reaches behind the back of the machine and pulls out a short piece of cord. One
broken.
End attached to the fortune teller, the other frayed as if it had been cut. It's not even plugged in. Let's get out of here, she tells him. She doesn't need to ask him twice, and the two leave the room, emerging back into the lights and sounds of the arcade. Later that night, the two are at the door to the young woman's apartment.
What's in the cord? Yeah, I want to know.
So she's sure she's okay. She's not still scared about that broken machine, is she? It's probably just battery operated and they switched it on somehow. The young woman agrees that must be it, and that she's fine, just tired.
I want to know what the
she
card.
Gives him a kiss on the cheek and bids him good night before going into her apartment and closing the door. Inside, the young woman
it shows that she's cheating or something?
She takes something out of her pocket and stares at it. It's the fortune that was dispensed from the machine. It reads, "You look like you've made some mistakes. Some things are unforgivable, aren't they?"
Did she cheated or something?
No way, she thinks to herself. It's just a coincidence. The young woman walks further into her apartment and picks up a framed photo. It's a picture of her several years younger with another girl who looks just like her. Her sister.
Her sister?
She thinks back to that night. The night that she'll never forget, no matter how
This is
hard
what's
she
happening?
tries. The night she lost her and lost part of herself too.
That's tough.
She sets the picture back down on the table before looking at the fortune she's still holding in her other hand. She crumples the paper in her fist and drops it in the trash before heading to bed. It's late at night, and the young woman is tossing and turning with bad dreams.
I'm waiting for like the bad thing to happen.
Awake. Did she hear a sound? She looks around her dim room, but nothing looks amiss.
I wonder what triggered it.
Again, though.
I feel like she crumbling the paper and throwing the garbage can trigger like something, or like, you know, something to come after her.
Noise. Is it coming from the closet?
I can't deal with stuff like that. Hell no.
Closet. One slow step.
Hell no, man.
She reaches towards the closet door, but the moment her fingers touch the knob,
for the jump
door
scare.
bursts open. She screams and falls backwards as multiple arms reach out of the
Hell
darkness in
no.
the closet.
Yo, why people falling? Yo, every time in a scene, there's always either someone fall or they fall back with like, I can't. And that's how they die or why they die.
Towards her. She screams and kicks at the arms as they grab at her.
Stand up!
She fights with all her might.
Why are you not standing up? Oh my, okay, I can't.
To escape their grasp.
I really
stands
can't.
Up. She runs out.
There you go.
Out of the room and towards the front door as the arms follow, reaching out of the closet, growing longer and longer. The sickening sound of bones twisting and snapping as they form new joints to bend around corners. Her hands reach out for the knob and she grabs it, just as the arms grab onto her. She's jerked backwards and falls to the floor as the arms drag her down the hallway.
She's dead.
She tries to resist, her fingernails digging into the floorboards as the arms
pull her
back into the bedroom.
I can't. That gave me goosebumps and everything.
Knocks loudly on the front
I
door.
can't. Anything that has to involve with, like, you know, fingernails and, you know, that scraping, all that, I can't. I can't. Oh, man.
Come on, we have reservations. You have to get up. The woman knocks again, but still no response. She checks her watch and with a sigh, takes out a set of keys. She finds the one she's looking for and unlocks the door.
It's gonna be like body parts?
For us, and I'm gonna tell them
oh, she's gonna notice the floor.
She gasps as she opens the door. She can't believe what she's seeing. The apartment is a mess.
Okay.
It looks like a bomb went off. She looks around, but there's no sign of her daughter. Then she notices the bloody claw leading down the hallway towards the bedroom.
Can't look at
she
that.
Runs down the hall, stops in the doorway to the bedroom, and screams.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, this is, wow, okay.
If you've ever been to an arcade, a Midway, or a boardwalk, then you may have encountered a fortune-telling machine.
I don't like fortune tellers.
Containing an automaton are great fun as you receive a random card that purports to tell you your future or reveal a secret truth about yourself. There's nothing to it, obviously. It's just a random card you're getting after all. But the SCP Foundation has a fortune-telling machine in its possession that's both very real and very dangerous. SCP-517, as it is known to the Foundation, is a 2-meter-tall glass and wooden fortune-telling machine that contains a mechanical animatronic facsimile of an elderly woman wearing
and it doesn't have to be plugged in either way too.
On top of the machine is a panel with the words "Grandmother Predictions" written on it. Once per hour, the machine will power on if an individual enters what could be considered the—
I also want to know who made the machine. Is it one of those, you know, companies from the SP universe where they make SCPs and everything, like abnormalities and all that kind of stuff?
Elderly woman's field of vision.
I want to know who made it.
She will turn to directly face the person, seeming to stare right at them, before dispensing a fortune card from a slot on the front of the machine, after which it will appear to shut down and cease to function.
Okay.
It is unknown just how the machine becomes active, seeing as the only cord coming out of the back of the machine appears to have been severed. The fortunes dispensed when the machine comes to life are less a prediction and more of a veiled threat, and examples of ones received have included, "Your mother raised you."
I like how he covers his face with it so you can't see his face, but you can see his hair.
"Do better than that. I'm sorry, but fair is fair."
Okay.
"Some people don't know how to be kind. You'll know soon enough, won't you?" And "People who do terrible things deserve terrible things. You've brought this upon yourself, my dear."
That one shows you, yeah, you're dying tonight.
Following an activation of SCP-517, starting at 1:43 a.m. local time, The same events will always occur.
There's a 143.
The individual that was targeted by the machine will find themselves attacked by a number of entities which have been designated as SCP-517-01. These entities are long, multi-jointed arms that emanate from a location nearby the individual. The exact number that appears will vary, but there usually seems to be between 10 and 36.
If you get 36, too bad. But I feel like, what if you get a kitchen now for something? Does it, like, you know, can you, like, do damage to it? Cut the arm out? Like, I'm confused. Like, can you protect yourself, or they just don't take damage?
The arms will appear from a single location that's often a low, cramped, and dark space, like a closet, basement, or under a bed. The arms will
under the bed will be the scariest one, yo. Low key.
And
under
try
the
to
bed.
grab the individual before dragging them back to the location where they manifested.
Oh, we got no ad. You guys, I told you. I don't care what kind of ad it is, man. Come on, man. This game remind me, yo, not a lie. This game right there remind me one of those Adult Swim games in the website. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the game is called, but because no one talking about it, let me know in the comment section. It used to be one of those Adult Swim games back then. It used to be like more like way younger, like a kid. Telling you, fire. Oh, I forgot to mute.
Stretch indefinitely, growing as long as they need in order to continue pursuing the individual. And their many joints allow them to bend around corners or any other obstacles.
Yeah, but if you get weapons, can you like protect yourself, or they don't care?
Will materialize nearby the victim.
Oh hell nah, man!
Once the arms have subdued the targeted person and gotten them back to the area where they appeared, they will begin savagely assaulting them, beating and clawing at them until nothing remains of the victim but a bloody pile.
Wow, that's a wow. Woo, man, that's a harsh word to go out. I'm just gonna say.
Flesh and bones.
Wow.
To date, the Foundation is not aware of any targeted individuals surviving an attack.
That's a way harsh way to
like
entities. Die out or something.
In the event that the fortune-telling machine was activated multiple times on the same day, multiple instances of arms appearing will occur at different locations at the same time, with each group hunting their own individual target. Efforts have been made to figure out exactly where the arms manifest from. And during testing, cameras were set up around the targeted individual in order to try and locate a place of origin.
Is it going to still work?
Unfortunately, the arms somehow seemed aware that they were being watched, and the arms always emanated from around a corner or other place that was out of the field of view of the cameras. Tests on SCP-517 did reveal one piece of evidence, though, as fragments of DNA were recovered from the areas where SCP-517-01
What's the DNA?
Appeared. DNA that turned out to be human in origin. The origins of the DNA and the identity of the owner have yet to be determined. Research and containment of SCP-517 has proven to be quite difficult, as evidenced by an event designated Incident 517-1997-M. As Foundation Agent Dr. Mail supervised the transport of SCP-517 to a new containment storage locker, the fortune teller suddenly activated, and it was suspected that Dr. Mail had become a target. Security personnel were alerted, and a defensive strategy was devised to protect her from instances of SCP-517-01 that were expected to manifest that night at 1:43 a.m. Dr. Mail was taken to a helicopter on the roof of a Foundation cafeteria and given the protection of multiple security personnel as they waited for the arms to manifest. Right on cue, the arms appeared in a storage area inside the cafeteria.
Let's see.
Stretching their way towards the roof. Security teams inside the cafeteria opened fire on the arms, which took damage just like normal human arms. They would quickly be replaced by more. More instances of SCP-517-01 began appearing.
They're coming from everywhere, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, wow, how you look? And they come back every time you destroy it. There's no way. It's like a time limit you have to survive for them not to come after you no more.
Arms coming out of the original manifestation site continued to increase until there were over 100. The arms did not seem to want to fight back against the security teams, though. They seemed singular in their focus, to get to the roof where Dr. Mail was waiting. As the ever-increasing amount of limbs overwhelmed the security teams and breached the roof, the order was given for the helicopter to take off. The helicopter rose into the air, but the arms began manifesting from somewhere underneath the helicopter itself. The arms broke through the windows and pulled Dr. Mail out, passing her down to the waiting arms on the roof that then carried her through the...
You know she's that, yo. Wow. Okay.
Ventilation
the never mind.
Security personnel in the cafeteria attempted to sever the limbs with a knife and rescued.
I was thinking about that, but I don't think it's gonna work.
The arms are no longer ignoring their attackers and grabbed him
wow. Wow, both of them walking
towards the storage locker along with the doctor.
It's okay.
In the end, 4 members of the security team, along with Dr. Mail, were pulled into the storage area by the arms. Their remains were collected the next morning, and the Foundation made their best efforts to separate and identify what was left for individual funeral.
We know this show the machine.
SCP-517, which has been
Euclid. No, save. Oh man, I messed this one up. I see it.
Safe.
I was at Euclid because it could still, you know, like register someone comes there, but I'm guessing they have it like locked down somewhere. If they have it like locked down somewhere, then I see it's safe. But like if it's accessible and like it could like by mistake like, you know, open up and everything and give you a fortune, it could be Euclid.
Is kept in a dedicated containment cell at all times, facing away from the doorway, with an opaque black sheet bound around it. Following the events of Incident 517-1997-M, all testing has been halted, without the express written permission of the site director.
There you go.
Peering into our future can be a fun activity, even when we know it's all just a bit of make-believe.
Is this gonna be the outro?
From a booth containing an elderly automaton, though, you might just find that this time, Grammie knows your fate for real. Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, like SCP-3998, The Wicker Witch Lives, for another anomaly that's much more than first meets the eye. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly as we delve further and further into the SCP Foundation's archives.
That was a good one. I liked it. That was a good one. I liked it. But I want this video to be too long. Let me end the video. Alright guys, hit the subscribe button. We're up to 5,000 subscribers. You're actually almost to 2K. Hit the like button too. Supposed to be more. Turn the notification on one the earlier, which means in the comment section first. Which brings me to a comment section. You go to begin to play. Yes, you. I'm looking at you. You go to begin to play. You can tell me a video to react, but please link the video in the comment section. It'd be easy for me to find. Okay, and be like, hi, how you doing? I will always shout out back to you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's your boy Frame. Ow!